Hi everyone, I'm future cadet Chloe Espalanda, and this is my West Point R-Day bag. So it's a 40-liter big haul duffel bag from REI. So everything that I need is in this bag except for my boots, which are allowed to be strapped on the outside. So I got the Oakley boots just from personal preference, and I also asked around because I'm going to be on the track and cross country team, and this is what the girls there recommended. They're extra light and they have less ankle support, but that hasn't typically been an issue for me. But they're super light. I like them a lot. And yeah. And then on this outside zipper pocket is where I'm keeping all my required documents. So it's mostly a whole bunch of direct deposit stuff, just big old stack of paperwork. Okay. And then so they have these two buckles which cinch the bag shut, which helps a whole bunch zipping it because there is a lot of stuff packed into this 40-liter bag. So you unbuckle it, unzip it, and you will see it's filled with a whole bunch of different bags. We heard it's best because you have to transfer everything from this bag to your issue bag, and they yell at you until you're 30 seconds, kind of just around that time. So my first bag on top is I have all my sunscreens, shampoo, conditioners. They just have to be checked on the plane. Are they items for checked bag? So in it, this is all my liquid stuff, separate bags. It could explode on the plane. So I have my face wash, and then I have body wash, and then this is also a 3-in-1, so it can also be used to wash my clothes because sometimes laundry takes a while and you won't get it back in your certain amount of time, so you can use that just instead. And then I have two different things to sunscreen. This one's more specifically for your face because it's a little bit tinted, so it should help me out if I look extra tired. And then just a normal sunscreen. And then I have two things conditioner in here, one bigger, one smaller, exact same ordeal with shampoo, one bigger, one smaller, and then a thing of lotion. Oh yeah, also in this thing is also a thing of toothpaste because you'll definitely need that. So I don't forget which goes where, lose it. And then the rest of these are, here's just an extra bag in case I need it, something spills, or I just need an extra bag. And then these are a whole bunch of stain removing pens. So often because laundry kind of takes a while, if you get a quick stain on your white shirt, you could get in trouble for that because you don't put together. It's just on the go type pens, helps get stains out. Super handy to have. And I also have wipes that are about the same, but those don't have to be checked. So they're just slightly in a different bag. I also have a lighter just for paracord, rope, starting fire, cooking, whatever I'll need it for. So a nice brand new lighter. And then this is my multi-tool. It says Dime Gerber, brand new, super nice. You pull it open, you got pliers, and there's also a whole bunch of different things. Oh my gosh. What do we have in here? I should shut it first. So there's knives, scissors. I've already played around with this before, but oh yeah, there's a knife. There is this one the scissors? My nails are too short for this, Dad. This is, ow, the reason I had to start biting my nails.
Keep going.
It's the multi-tool. Okay, and this next one this is kind of hygiene, first aid. So what I have in here is, this is my cork ball. I use it to roll up the bottoms of my feet because they can get super tight. It doesn't feel great, so you just kind of put your foot on this and just roll around. Helps a whole bunch. And then I've been given a prescription iron supplement to take. I typically take these every morning. However, you can't just take normal pills if it isn't prescription. So I got this from my doctor, and yeah. And then I got also a razor and cotton rounds. This is my toothbrush. That will go with my toothpaste. I got two things of chapstick because chapped lips are horrible. Small thing of dental floss, and then this is typically my shower hair brush, but I didn't want to bring two, and this is my most durable and my smallest one that I have, so I just grabbed this one. It's a little furry. It's not a new hairbrush. And then the minimum recommendation for hair ties is 20, so it's just a bag of 20 super nice hair ties. Been using them for years. I love them a lot. And then I also have nail clippers, so the small side pointy ones, the regular ones, and also a pair of tweezers, which you can use for whatever you need, splinters, stuff like that. And these are a whole bunch of different band-aids I have. They do provide band-aids for everything quick, easy that I just want to do myself. I'll have them on me, so I have a few larger band-aids, a few smaller ones, a few like funky shaped ones for the cuts, then also some waterproof ones or like water resistant, stuff like that. And then this is a bun tool. Not totally sure if I need this, but it just depends on if it helps me keep my hair up. And then also joke with my mom, it could double as a loofah, because I kind of love my loofahs. But that's mostly a joke, but we'll see once I'm out there. And then I have two microfiber washcloths. They're a good size and also dry significantly faster than a normal washcloth, and they're just smaller, more compact. I use these to dry my hair. Typically, I just put it up in a towel that's like this material, and I love them. They work great for me. And then here, alcohol bat. Oh, no, that was a needle. So here's a small needle for popping blisters, along with alcohol prep pads for any blisters, cuts, stuff like that I may get. And then this is a super cool tool. It's called the bug bite thing. Super funny name. But basically, to get a bug bite, you put it up to it, you pull the thing as a suction, and it'll help get all the bug venom out of it so that you won't see like little marks. It helps pull any bug venom so you don't get all itchy after a bug bites you. And I bought quite a few Q-tips. You can use these your ears if it gets in your eyes. However, also they're super handy for like the crevices of your boots to get dirt out, or cleaning your rifle, stuff like that, because you got to keep it all up to standards. These will be super handy. And then this is also my thing of Vaseline, so any super dry spots, dry knuckles, crazy dry lips, like just dry flaky areas, Vaseline is super duper helpful. Like before some hot cross country races or even track races, I'd put this on because it's just a lot more durable in my opinion and lasts longer than normal just chapstick does. And then this is another thing. My mom was on many Facebook groups. This got recommended to her. It's called the Tigi? T-I-G-I bedhead. Basically, it helps you slick back your buns. You can see right now I have like a lot of frizzies because this is not slicked back at all. If you have your hair nice, back and pristine, you kind of just take this. I don't know if it's open yet. Oh yeah. And you kind of just use this, rub this on your head. No, keep your flyaways down. Along with that, I have, ooh, this is a big one, moleskin. So for any cuts, stuff like that I get, I've already had to use a little bit because I got some blisters just breaking in my boots. Just cut this into the size you need, run your corners, and then, so after you've already popped your blisters, you just want to like clean it, make sure the cut's dry, then just stick this on and it'll, big old lifesaver. Then I got a nice giant thing, $40 unscented deodorant, men's, because I'm predicting it's going to be like extra smelly out there in the woods because even though you shower every day, it's just going to be a lot of work. But yeah, this one works super well. And the last thing in this bag is this Perkily Heat. Mom also had this recommended to her through a Facebook suggestion. Basically, if you're overheating, like have like a heat rash, you put this on. It's some type of cooling powder. So if you feel like cooler and wherever you sprinkle it onto, which, because it is predicted to be quite hot in the West Point woods, wherever it will be, this will for sure help. And then, also earplugs, as a just in case if I do end up needing these. Yeah, in case it's noisy out there. And this is not meant to be, and I don't know where this came from. This is a, what was that called? Silica gel. Keeps moisture out. Yeah. That's my hygiene, first aid, stuff like that bag. Don't fall over. Okay. This next one is, I call this my military bag just because it's more military-esque. The second you see the American flag, your name tape, stuff like that. So the first baggie, these are all my name tapes. You have to get 2 flags, 2 last names, if you actually see, and also 2 of the Army ones, U.S. Army. If you actually see, I think I have, 3 name tapes. So there's Esponda, then another Esponda, because I got this one from my cousin who did ROTC in Portland. I forgot. Is it Portland? Which Portland? College. As you. He did ROTC at Portland University, so this has been to Korea all through his ROTC time, and he gave this to me, and it's super nice, yeah. And then just a whole bunch of flags, because USA, baby. And then, I'll fit them better in a little. Oh, okay, so these are my wipes for stains. They're kind of like my Tide pens, but just wipes. Basically, you get a stain, you just rub it on there, you're all good. And I also have a super big roll of duct tape. They didn't say specific color names, it's on the portal. This is just the green one. There's a green one and a tan one you can pick from, so I just got super nice green tape, and then along with a headlamp and extra batteries for that, just in case. Dark in the woods, you never know what can happen out there. And then, so these are, you have to get issued dress shoes, and I'll show you those in a few. They're in my bag. Basically, you take these, stick them to the back of your shoe in the heel area if you are slipping out of your shoes, and then this will help your heels not slip out and hopefully help you prevent blisters, but I've still gotten a few blisters from those shoes. And then because we're in the woods, there's always the possibility for ticks, so this is just a super little pack of tick picks if I ever have that issue. I have the tools I need to get that out of there. And then this is 500 feet of green paracord. This is another required item that you must have with you. Also, heads up, the duct tape is also for sure required, and the name tapes. Some of this stuff is optional, tick picks, the sliding bangs, the stain removers. But this is a for sure you gotta have. Just a whole bunch of paracord. And then I have 2 head nets for mosquitoes, bugs. They're bothering you, biting your face. You just take these out of your baggies. You can find these a whole bunch of places like camping stores, stuff like that. But you just put it over your head. It's a giant net. Stick it over your head, and now bugs can't bite your face. So that'd be really nice, especially if the bugs are bad, because wow, you are in the middle of nowhere and pretty sweaty. And then over here is, as you see, I have a digital watch right here. I use this to run, track my distance, stuff like that. If you can have a high-tech watch like this, so this is a super basic, really easy, just a little watch. So you can set alarms on this, check the time, really basic functions. There's also the manual, so I know how to set the time, which I probably should do pretty soon. So it currently says it's 7:52, but it's actually 4:13. So that's not quite accurate. And then in this little baggie, we have, super simple sewing kit. So we have some scissors, needles, this is to rip out stitches, and then the cord fell out. Go back in there. Some army colored sewing threads, measuring thing. Is this a thimble ring? I think that's a thimble ring. And then just pins, buttons, super things you need if you ever get a tear, rip in your suit, sew back together. And then the last thing in this bag is a shoe polish kit. My uncle, who was in the Marines, he showed me a little demo of how to do this, and I'm assuming they're also going to put this as a shoehorn, your polish, a rag, your brush that you're just going to use, because our low quarters, which are our dress shoes, those got to be pristine and very shiny, not dirty at all. So this will be a big help when I got to help keep my shoes all clean. And then this is also a required item, I remember, the shoe polishing kit. So if anyone's curious. Get all this back in the bag. I'll keep my watch out so I can set the time. then I'm a female, so there's a few extra things that have to go in my bag. Period stuff in case that happens. I think everyone knows it's in that. And then this is my note-taking, kind of like stationery bag. So you're not allowed to have your phone, but you can write letters. So I have gotten just a roll of stamps, so it's 100, more than I'll need, but just in case. And then also a stack of envelopes. And then because we won't have our phones on us, I wrote down all my friends, besides their addresses, stuff like that. It's on the book. Along with, I gotta put phone numbers in for when you make your call to your family, which you can do halfway through. It won't be on your phone, but it'll be on the people who you're staying with's phone. And then I also have, so along with this one book that has a few addresses in, I have 2 other books for notes, whatever I need. It's going to be a lot of classes in the first week because you're learning a whole bunch of stuff, a lot of memorization. So you have just spaces to write for all this. I also have a smaller Bible. I do my own Bible. It's a little bigger than this, but it's just a pocket Bible. You aren't allowed books, but you are allowed one religious book. So I brought a mini Bible. And along with that, I just have a few things to write with. So a Sharpie, 2, 3 pens, and then also a ink refill for my favorite pen, and then 2 mechanical pencils. And they also give you a pen and a pencil as issued items, but I just prefer to bring my own because I know how they write and I like the way they write. Okay, and that's the end of most of my fun bags. That's just, so that took up most of the space, so I have a whole bunch of bras. I think about 8 or 9 of them, just because laundry's so scarce, you gotta bring a whole bunch. And then this is, oh my goodness, all my socks and underwear. So there's a whole bunch of this. Socks, which you need for your running shoes, which you take your own pair. And my running shoes are going to be the shoes that I wear when I show up there, so that's why they're not packed in this bag, but I do have them. Ugh. I've been running these for a while now. I love the way they work. They're the, oh, I knew the name. They're the Nova Blast. The Nova Blast 4, they're an A6 shoe. Love them a lot, super great. And then I've ridden these before. I also have my own custom insoles inside of the shoe, which are orthotics, which you're totally allowed to have. Cleared that with my coach before. Yeah. So yeah, PT socks, and then the black socks are for dress socks, plus of a green pair, and like a tan pair somewhere. But yeah, a whole bunch of socks. Possibly too many. Okay. And this is just a notebook. This is the one I'm going to use for letters, just because it has the right paper size. I wrote in that. I got to rip that out. And then, yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, another thing they recommended was baby wipes, just in case you need a quick clean off, dirt on your face, dirty hands, because I'm going to be in the dirt for quite a bit of this. So use these, just kind of wipe yourself down, get clean. And then the last thing in here is, these are my low quarters. So they're put in the bag, so I've worn them before. These are the insoles, or the orthotics that the shoes do come with. But I swapped them out for more comfier ones. Dr. Scholl's?
Schultz.
Dr. Scholl's. And these shoes do have, this is my second one. I see they aren't that shiny anymore, a little bit scuffed, because I have been walking in them. So when I get there, I'm going to have to buff these once they tell me to, but they tell you don't buff your shoes before you get there, or shine your shoes. So yeah, and they have, see right here, that's the heel slip pad. These are the most uncomfortable pair of shoes I've probably ever worn, but they're the required ones, so I just had to get used to it. And then, up here's the bag is empty, and seeing it all like on the chair, it's kind of crazy how it all fit in there, but it does fit, just takes a little bit of figuring out. But yeah, that is all the contents that are in my R Day loadout bag. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you guys, well, if you are going to R Day, good luck, guys.